bring me down. Don't bring me down. Don't tell me our youth is running out.
Shepherd Metalworks. E aí, pessoal, estamos aqui. Vamos enfrentar esta fera. Vamos examinar as caixas, já que a gente não tem quase o que fazer e eu tô morrendo de medo de entrar ali. Isso. Não tem mais... Posso me esconder atrás delas e ficar por aqui? Ai, senhor. Ah, até a luz se acende pra mim. Posso só olhar isso aí? Vambora. Ah, gente, ninguém quer saber, ninguém quer enfrentar esse cara, né? Vambora. Esse cara, vírgula. Essa cara, ah, senhor bendito. Vamos lá. Ai, 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 ai. Tô com medo, tô com medo. Eu tô com o olho fechado, mas acho que eu não posso ficar assim, né? Vai lá, Maria, apareça logo. Eu não quero... Ai, ai, que bom. Ufa. Prefiro assim. Sou eu. Tem que andar? Nhaca! Vai, mulher, parece caçamba. Ó, Ichabod Crane, Bella, Mr. Toad, o sapo. Todo mundo aqui, cara.
You used to be something.
Isso, filha, isso. Eu vou olhar essa roda aqui, bonita. Só Deus sabe por que eu vou olhar essa roda. Olha lá. Não, quero ver esse primeiro. Ó, eu e a Snow. Ó, que beleza. Olha as lembranças da nossa vida feliz. Eu conversando com a menina. As duas aqui brigando. Olha. Aqueles momentos de alegria do nosso passado que não voltam jamais. Oh, Senhor, eu quero ficar olhando isso aqui pra você, mas eu sei, eu não vou, pessoal. Vamos examinar a roda, né? O cravo brigou com a roda.
They'd hide anywhere their small shivering bodies would fit.
Tem que andar? Picos. Posso pegar isso aqui? Olha, tem que boa aqui. Cara, não tem o que fazer aqui nessa porcaria. Porcaria. Vou pra lá? Ai, cara, mulher, parece de uma vez. Tá muito alto o som, eu não quero esse barulhão. Vou diminuir. Quero ficar bem muda, surda, qualquer coisa. Que é isso, senhor? Bala de prata. Vocês sabem que isso é pra mim, né, galera?
The big bad wolf.
Ai, ela apareceu. Beleza. Prefiro assim, cara. Prefiro estar vendo ela.
It's about time you showed up.
É, tem razão.
I had to take care of some things first.
Little errand boy. That's nice.
É.
Ah, Bigby. I see you made it here in one piece.
Olá, tudo bom,
I do
mentor?
apologize, but I have some business to attend to.
Beleza.
I leave you in the capable hands of my associate.
Ah, é, sua amigona, né? Minha também, gosto muito dela. Muita gente boa.
Get out of my way now. Don't make this worse.
Até parece, né?
He doesn't want to play.
Isso.
I'm sure you'll persuade him.
Ai, vamos começar a briga.
Wow. What a man. Stealing punches
What a
while my
man,
back
what a
is
man,
turned.
what a mighty
Didn't
good
your mother ever teach you
man.
to fight proper?
Ah! Eu fiz a... Taca na cabeça dela. Gente, a coisa vai ficar feia, tá? Pode ficar tranquilo. Aí, ó, ela desapareceu. Sabe por quê? Porque ela tem esse poder. Ao contrário de mim. Eu não. Onde eu tô, eu tô. Ela não. Aonde ela tá, ela não tá. E obviamente eu vou ter que andar até lá. E vou ter que enfrentar um batalhão de Marias sangrentas, endemoniadas, tá? Eu já não gosto dela normal. Mas vocês vão ver. Aí, viu? Vamos lá. Vamos lá. Eu sei lá porque eu escolhi ele pra baixo, eu sou uma monte. Devia ter escolhido ele lá pra cima. Ai, senhor. Espero que eu esteja gravando, porque eu nunca mais vou jogar isso aqui de novo. Ah, eu tenho que passar por aí, né? Eu devia ter ido lá pra cima, cara. Muito mais negócio. Vai lá, filho, vai lá. Eu tenho que andar. Ótimo. Beleza. Joia. Ai, você viu o que eu tô fazendo? Tô fazendo assim. Ai, meu senhor. Vai assustar sua mãe. Vai. Olha eu dançando. W! Eu não dablei porque eu tava tentando controlar outra coisa. Posso sair desse buraco, cara? Ah! Azei, dablei. É que eu tô demorando muito pra A e W, cara.
Where are you? Come out and face me.
Isso, filho. Vai lá, bicho feio. Falei pra vocês que a Léa tá feia pra caçamba. Eu sei lá de onde que ela tirou tanto vidro. É lá do espelho do banheiro. Fiquem chamando ela no espelho do banheiro. Fiquem. Aí, ó, o que acontece, ó. Eu bato nela, não adianta porque ela me bate também, entendeu? Ela vira esse bicho horroroso. Culpa de vocês, fica chamando essa bendita lá no banheiro. Mata, não mata, ela me bate. Eu bati no lugar certo, viu? É esse! Eu não sei. Que eu sou muito experiente, viu? Pode ficar tranquilo que no que eu me vi. Beleza, a gente cai lá, daí a coisa fica pior, né? Porque daí eu virei o bichão, virei bicho grande, daqueles que pegam tudo e todos, entendeu? E eu sou a loba. Só que eu não sei apertar os botões, esse que é o problema. Essa mulher é o problema, pessoal. Mas tudo bem, vamos fingir que sou eu. Olha lá ela, ó. Olha lá, essa coisa de outro mundo. Eu vou pegar a que estiver mais perto, tá? Eu não vou tentar pegar a que estiver mais longe, né? Porque eu não sou tonta também. Vai lá, mulherada, vai. Por que eu tenho que ficar olhando pra essas bichas horrorosas? Pega essa que ela tá perto. Agora pega a próxima porque aquela lá tá perto. Peguei também. Eu tenho que bater. W. Pega aquela ali, sei lá. Eu só tô batendo, tá? Azei. Eu tô fazendo tudo certinho, entendeu? Porque eu tô apertando todos esses botões ao mesmo tempo o tempo inteiro. Você imagina o meu poder. O mouse também, tipo, eu tô apertando tudo ao mesmo tempo. Entendeu? Bate na cara dela, bati. Eu não bati, gente, eu só tô apertando o mouse, feito maluco. Olha lá, elas estão me pegando. Elas me pegaram. Porque eu vou crescendo mais, cara. Eu vou assumir a minha forma final. Eu sou o Lobo, o mais lindo dos lobos. Olha lá, eu peguei você. Já Elvis, te quebrei no meio. Vai, venha mexer com o lobo, venha, que a coisa tá feia pro seu lado, filha. W, entendeu? Venha brincar comigo, venha que eu te amasso. Vamos soltar a cabeça também. Você também quer brincar? Vem que eu te pego, filha. Lá, te peguei. Te pego. Peguei de volta. Vamos, fuja mesmo. Eu tô com vocês no bico. No bico do urubu. Vocês estão tudo no bico do urubu, já diria a Boguete. Porque eu tô ficando mais brava ainda. Porque eu tô no que agora. Entendeu? Olha lá. Ó meu bafo de vocês. Ó, peguei todo mundo, entendeu? Tô quebrando toda a galera. Não vai ter mais Maria Sangrenta pra vocês chamarem no banheiro, não. E essa aí também, vai dançar. Cadê? Opa, quase. Aí, ó, tô seguindo ela, entendeu? Eu vou pegar você. Eu vou pegar você, sim, eu vou pegar você. É feia, hein, cara? É feia, galerinha. Olha esses dentes, cara. Sabia que tem gente que arruma os dentes pra ficar desse jeito? Peguei! E ela vai tentar me atacar, mas eu não vou deixar. Ai. Já passou, pessoal. Bom, eu acho que passou. Ai. todos os episódios eu temi esse episódio. E essa parte particular. Ela não vai aparecer do além, não, né? Porque a partir daqui eu já não sei mais o que acontece. Eu só quero ficar sozinho. Ai, não venha me atacar não, filha, por favor. Que isso? A minha cara. É, homem. Você é o próximo, filhão. Tudo bom? E aí, beleza?
Hello, Bigby.
Tá surpreso?
Tired?
Não,
Give me
tô bem,
one
filho.
good reason not to rip you apart right now.
Sim.
This gun holds. I won't miss next time.
Vai sim.
Before you do anything with me, I thought I should point out a few things.
Diga.
Snow White wants you to bring me back to the woodlands, doesn't she?
Sim.
And that's what I want.
Esse é o
That's
plano.
right. But what happens to you once you get there is a different story.
I'm not quite finished. You
No.
will bring me back alive. Look,
Tá
all
querendo
I ask
mandar em
for is
mim
the chance
também.
to speak for myself in front of the community. And I'm sure Miss White would agree that I should be given a fair trial. Can
Ah,
we
é,
at least
né?
agree on that? I will have a trial. Are we clear?
E por que você
The
quer
whole
isso?
town will be calling for your execution. Why would you want me to bring you back there?
Exatamente.
Why don't you let me worry about that?
Ah, é?
Look, there's no reason for us to be at each other's throats here.
Não?
That's funny, coming from a guy pointing a gun at my head.
Exatamente.
This is just a precaution.
Yeah.
I'm sure you understand.
Não.
I'm no murderer, Mr. Wolf. I didn't kill
Você não
those
suja
women.
as mãos, mas você
And I
matou
think
todo
you know
mundo.
that.
Todo
All
mundo que
I'm
morreu
asking
aqui
for
foi
is
por
a chance to explain my side of the story.
bullshit.
Bullshit. I already talked to Georgie. I know you ordered their deaths.
Mr. Porgy is mistaken.
Não
I
tá, ele tá
assure you.
morto.
I'm a businessman, not a killer.
Ai, filho,
There's
vai, minha
still
mão tá
a lot
gelada,
you
me
have
deixa
to
embora.
answer for.
And I will, as long as you agree
Que
to
mané,
my
quem
terms.
acha que você tá achando que
Because
você
I'm
pode
not saying
negociar
another
alguma
word
coisa
until I'm
agora,
put before the
filhão?
community.
Não, e eu vou te levar, não vou te matar.
need to
Eu
be
tenho
like
chance
the
de te
point.
matar, mas eu não vou.
But just so we're clear,
Ah,
if you change your mind and decide to do something stupid,
ah.
you won't get your answers. But you will have a difficult time explaining yourself to Miss White and the rest of
Ai,
this
filho,
miserable
não
town.
fica blá blá blando minha cabeça, não.
You're often
Eu vou te levar.
reckless, and I worry you're not thinking of the... Let me ask you an honest question.
Diga.
What do you really care about here? Where this case
Eu quero
is
fazer esse... Justamente, é pela cidade das
This is about
fábulas,
protecting Fabletown.
é pela justiça, é pela
Asshole
Faith
murders two of our
também.
people. It's my job to bring them down.
Then
Sim.
why are you here? You know who murdered
Eu tô aqui porque eu sou obrigada, senão eu não consigo terminar o jogo.
her. Georgie. He's dead, isn't he?
Tá.
My point being, the killer has been dealt with. You've won.
You really think I'm that stupid?
I
Exatamente.
understand you have an obligation to bring me in, but you can brighten up a little.
É,
It's
né?
over. So, shall we get going? I'd rather not dawdle.
Ok.
You know, I'm actually looking forward to
Vamos
seeing
nessa.
Miss White again.
All right, let's go. Hand over the gun.
I think I'd rather hold on to it, if you don't mind. What do you say?
Eu digo que eu peguei a árvore de
I'm
você.
sure Miss White will be pleased.
Gente, meu
Such a
cérebro não tá
reliable
funcionando.
pup. I understand
Jamalo.
why she'd want to keep you around.
You're under arrest.
Isso.
Be given a trial in front of your peers.
Ó, escolhi poupar o homem
And
todo.
your punishment will follow.
Exatamente, filho. Pode ficar tranquilo que a galerinha tá te esperando. A galera tá te esperando. Ai, meu Deus, a Maria Sangrenta não volta mais não, né, pessoal? E eu não quero mais me encontrar com ela.
I know.
Beleza, vamos lá,
We
cara.
have to do something. Are you fucking kidding me?
When does this thing happen?
Câmara
Are you
do
sure
Witching
he's coming?
Well.
Yes, you'll have an opportunity to.
Estamos chegando, galera. Estamos chegando com ele.
He's back.
Todo mundo pronto?
Thank God.
Motherfucker.
Isso mesmo, garoto.
Are you okay?
Vai com essa sapo.
It's been hours. We were worried you'd run into some trouble. At the Crooked Man's place. And after what happened with Mary.
Eu não pareço bem? Vai cagar.
Don't I look okay?
I guess you've been worse.
Tá, então vai caçar sapo no
You
meio do
did
saco, que
well,
eu não gosto muito de
Sheriff.
você.
I'm surprised. Not that you did well, but that, you know... I'm just glad you made it back in one piece.
Ai, moça, sério. Me poupe do seu blá blá blá.
About time you showed up. Now throw this asshole down the fucking well.
Yes, what are you waiting for?
You killed Lily!
She was my sister.
Could
What do you have to say for
Where the
yourself?
fuck do you get
Those
off?
poor
You think
girls.
you have the right
And
to
what
just
about
do this
Faith?
to
What could
people?
they have
You're a
done to
fucking
deserve
crook!
This? You should be ashamed.
Shithole.
Everyone, can I have your attention? Thank you all for coming
Até
here
o
on
açougueiro
such
tá
short
ali.
notice. I know normally we'd schedule a formal hearing, but considering the circumstances, I thought it best if we do this as soon as
Por
possible.
que o rei nunca
The
apareceu aqui
Crooked
em
Man is
Cole?
charged with the murder
As
of
I
Faith
already
and...
informed your sheriff, it was Mr. Georgie Porgy who killed those women, not me.
What?
Ai, gente.
It was Georgie?
Georgie.
I don't mean to
Você deu a
interrupt you, Miss
ordem,
White.
filho.
Georgie may have killed them, but you made the call.
Do I have to explain the situation to you again?
Wait a minute.
Não, vai ter
So
que
you're saying
explicar pra
Georgie's
elas.
the motherfucker who killed my sister?
Sim, mas
Well,
ele também
where
já
is
se
he?
ferrou.
Yeah, you're gonna bring that shithead in too, aren't you?
Yes, Sheriff. Where is that rotten scoundrel now?
Is he still out there?
I sincerely hope not.
Eu matei
where
ele.
is he?
I killed him. He's dead.
He's... what?
Ah, não vem com essa, não.
So you see, the culprit
Agora vai
has
ficar
been
todo mundo com
punished.
dó do George
There's no
Porgy.
That
need
doesn't
for
change
this.
anything. We'll deal with it later, but right now, you're the one I'm concerned with.
You called the shots.
Eu matei sem
Georgie
querer
made
ainda.
that perfectly clear.
In which
Deu
case,
pra
you still
ajudar
have
ele,
a lot
porque-
to answer for.
I
And
was
I
told
don't...
I would be allowed to speak.
We have to read the rest of the charges.
Other charges.
Deixa eu terminar,
Let
seu
her
retardado.
finish. Then you can have your say.
Got it?
If you
Ai,
insist.
tô um pouco me lixando porque a Branca de Neve apreciou.
You are charged with the murder of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order, inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community, including the attempted murder of Sheriff
Vários,
Bigby
né?
Wolf,
Várias
A
tentativas. Aham.
misunderstanding.
aiding and providing monetary support for the forced prostitution at the Pudding and Pie.
Isso mesmo.
Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering, and the illegal possession and sale of magical artifacts.
And resisting arrest.
Oh, yes. Now, is there anything
Eu ia clicar no
you
do
would like to
idiota, mas
say?
daí... Não deu.
First of all, I had
Ele nem
nothing to do
resistiu à
with Faith and
prisão,
Lily,
ele só ficou
so
com
you can strike that one from
arma na
your
minha...
book.
Bom,
Bullshit! Like hell you didn't.
Stop the charade. We know you're
Come on,
involved.
it's obvious.
And there's all the other crap
deixa ele
he's
falar,
done.
vamos ver o que ele tem pra
Everyone
dizer.
just shut up for a
Não
minute.
precisa falar assim.
Wanted a chance to talk? Well, go ahead.
We all know he's guilty. What the fuck does he need to speak for?
A gente quer saber o que
The
tá
Crooked
rolando,
Man has
gente.
committed crimes against this government and, most importantly, its citizens. These charges, if proven, are enough to justify death, upon which your body will be committed to the witching
Where it
well.
fucking belongs.
That's
So
right.
let's get
But
on
we
with it
promised
then.
you a chance to defend yourself. And
Isso aí.
I won't rob you of that right.
What the
You're
fuck?
really going
This
to
is
let him
about
talk?
Ah,
justice.
gente, fiquem
If
quietos,
we're
vamos
ever
lá.
going to pull ourselves together and make
Eu quero
something
tentar
of this
entender
town,
exatamente
we
o
have
que
to
estava
start doing
rolando
things
aí.
correctly. No more snap judgments, no more secrets. We are going to treat everyone fairly.
Apesar de que se vai ter uma
even when they
segunda
don't
temporada, eles
deserve
vão
it.
deixar a coisa ainda no ar, né? Óbvio. Ah, não. Por que a gente tirou isso aí? Ele não precisa falar com a mão? Não, gente.
You have the floor.
Vocês são
Thank you, Miss
retardados?
White. You've all met Georgie. I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was.
Olha lá,
He was a
vamos ter que ficar olhando
total
essa coisa horrorosa
scoundrel,
ficar passeando
lacking
pela
in any
sala,
sort of moral
gente.
fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Oh,
Are you gonna
jeez.
get to your point or what?
Georgie was working for me, yes. But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women. It was his business. And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he murdered 2 of his most faithful employees. I had nothing to do with it.
Tell
This
the
is such
fucking
bullshit.
truth for
He's
once.
always been a bit
Você
of a
tá nisso até o
powder keg.
pescoço, filhão.
Give me a break. You're so full of shit.
Well, I thought we could discuss this like civilized people, but apparently
For
that
fuck's
isn't going
sake.
to happen.
Any of you actually believe this bullshit?
Holly, please.
Tell them, Bigby, when you finally showed up at my door last night, wasn't I more than helpful? I answered your questions.
Não é útil,
I was willing
é-
to cooperate.
What's he talking about?
Eu fui atacado.
Yeah, and your goons attacked me. Get
Exatamente.
that part?
E por isso eu
Get
tive
a
que matar o
bit
George
carried
Porgy.
away sometimes, it's true. Loyal to the end. They do it because they want to protect me. as I protected them.
Ah, é.
You
Muito
understand
obrigada.
wanting to
Você
protect
protegeu
what you
muito
care
bem a
about, don't
Lily,
you?
a Faith, o
You'd do
George.
anything. You might even give up an innocent man just to save someone.
What's he talking about?
I think you're done talking.
What are you afraid of?
Não sei, eu nem vi o que ele falou, tava com a cabeça em
Let
outro
me
lugar.
explain this to you. My employees are just that, hired help. I see some of them are here among you. They are
Oops.
not my slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions, as Georgie was.
What about Lily? She wasn't free. She wasn't given a choice. Do you really think she wanted... that any of those girls wanted their lives like that?
Sei
I'm
lá,
sorry,
Tom,
Holly.
por isso
I'm
mesmo.
sorry that your sister asked me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my better judgment to give her a distasteful job.
Right, and you kept them in debt so they couldn't leave.
Exatamente.
That's what you did to us. How you kept us all
You
in
forget
line.
it was not me who put you in that position.
Ah,
You
não.
all act like I'm some kind of tyrant. When
No,
your
não é.
government abandoned you, left you poor and helpless, sniveling on street corners, I was there to look out for you.
Ah, gente, não é verdade, cara. Para.
Yes, but
Wasn't I?
Não, pô, não.
You're the fucking problem here, not
Exatamente,
us.
filho. Acorda.
Really? What about Auntie Greenleaf?
Só Deus
Her
sabe.
story is not uncommon. She left everything she had back in the homelands. Everything that matters, anyway. With nowhere else to turn, she came to me for help. And what did I do for you?
Não sei.
You got my tree back.
I got her tree back. And in turn, we used her magic to help poor Fables get glamours. Because I helped her, she was able to make a living, provide for herself. And what did they do?
For the longest time, not much. But they asked me to come work for them.
Really? The new deputy mayor wants you on the 13th
Ela não.
floor?
No,
O Big
the
B.
wolf offered me the job. She wanted my tree destroyed. If she had her way, I'd be hung out to dry on a clothesline by now.
What?
É.
you were gonna burn her tree? Snow, why would you want that?
Is that true? I know what you're doing. It's
Exatamente.
not gonna work. You can't manipulate us or these people. We're not here to talk
Oh,
about
we're
this.
not?
Bigby just
This
means
is important, and I'm glad it's being talked about.
you know why I asked him
Lari-lara.
to destroy your tree. You were working with Crane and the Crooked Man.
It wasn't her fault.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me. You hated Crane, and you hated him for wanting to fuck you, and you being too soft to notice what he'd do to get it. It had nothing to do with a crooked man.
We've
Ih,
made
a coisa
some
ficou feia pra
mistakes.
você?
I've made some mistakes. But believe me, I truly want what's best for this town. And that may not always be clear right away. But I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you.
Ah, eu imagino. Muito obrigada.
And so does the sheriff.
É, eu sim.
Yeah, right.
I can't promise you perfection. No one can. But I can promise to always have your best interests at heart.
Like you did with her?
Nós
Maybe
vamos
you haven't
tentando
noticed,
proteger
but
vocês.
we've been doing all this to protect you. We're trying to
Exatamente.
stop people like him.
The Crooked Man's been exploiting you. Exploiting your hope for a better life.
Exatamente.
You would go to him for help, and he would take that weakness and add it to his strength. And if things didn't fall exactly his way, someone would die.
Do you really think the Crooked Man cared about you? He just cared about your money. He cares about your obedience.
Exatamente, gente.
They're right.
You're all still afraid of him, even now. But you needn't be. His contamination of this town is over. And those girls will have their justice.
É isso aí. Nossa, olha o nosso grupão, hein? Nós somos cool.
Very good.
Ah,
Very
sai
good.
daí, seu monte.
The sentiment is surely appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations are completely unfounded. The sheriff simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the
Georgie
murder.
was working for you.
Exatamente.
Bigby got a
A
confession that...
confession that nobody heard. Now, I'm no barrister, but I think such a statement would carry more weight if Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke. Especially given Bigby's history.
Ah,
What are you
lari-lara.
talking about?
Snow?
E
And
quanto à
what about
sua
your
história?
history? All you've done to this fucking town.
What do you mean there's no evidence?
Ai, Deus. Eu não sabia disso. Devia ter matado ele.
I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're doing this.
Fica quieta, menina. É.
Of course it's
Outro
right.
monte também.
This man tormented all of you for profit. Georgie
Let me
killed
just
them.
make sure I understand you.
Opa,
You're
Bluebeard,
trying to
meu
say
amigão.
that I'm responsible for what Georgie did because he was working for me at the time. Yes?
Yes.
Of course.
Sim,
Yes,
você é o responsável. Agora
you're
fica quieto e
responsible.
vamos matar você, fazer alguma
If
coisa
I'm
com
to
você.
blame for Georgie's mistakes, shouldn't Miss White be held accountable for Bigby's actions as well?
Like what?
How about the way he treated poor Tweedledee when he was in your custody?
Eu
He
tratei
was
super
beaten to
bem.
mashed apples while under your watch.
Under
Mentira.
my watch.
Mentira, não fiz isso.
He's right.
Did you think we'd all just let that go?
You can't be serious.
That was different.
What? You think you shouldn't be held accountable?
You're the one on trial here. Don't try to turn this around
E
on
aí, eu não
us.
bati
Besides,
nele. Você tá
Crane was still deputy
Nossa,
mayor when that
engraçado,
Right
enganado.
before you decided to kidnap him.
It was for his own protection. Oh, you're right, dear. Crane was in charge. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
That's enough.
So, you won't answer for your employees' behavior, but I must perish for
This
mine.
is completely different.
I
We all...
did not order those two girls dead.
Ai,
It simply
senhor.
never happened.
Eu devia ter
Georgie
matado
killed Faith and
ele.
Lily. End of story. They want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends, but they refuse to answer for their own
This
crimes.
isn't right.
Oh, please.
This isn't the point.
We'll deal with them after we deal with you.
Listen, I
The
know...
laws apply when we need them to.
Bluebeard, please.
What's that supposed to mean?
Everyone calm down. This isn't
I
the
mean, a
reason we're
certain level
here.
of privilege should be afforded to
To who?
This is how it's always been.
This is what I'm talking about.
Okay.
We lashed our ropes to this diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been there for you? Who filled your lives with the promise of more? Who was there while they idly played in their towers, judging you, treating you as mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny? Without
Não sei.
me, who will pay your rent when you're on the verge of eviction? Who will dare challenge their brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens?
Ai, gente, eu não sou
Who will
brutal.
protect you from the big bad wolf?
Ninguém precisa proteger ninguém de
will be
mim.
the-
Bigby? Miss White?
Diga, Nerissa.
Excuse me,
I-
dear.
I wanted to make sure I had the chance to say something.
Pode
Why
falar à
don't you take a
vontade,
moment
por
to catch
favor.
your breath, little
What's
one?
she doing here?
Cuidado, fica longe dele, vai puxar teu
I'd
teu,
like to... I need
teu
to say something.
fitinha.
We're kind of in the middle of something.
Bluebeard.
What?
Você vai em frente,
Of course.
garota.
Go right ahead.
You probably don't remember me. I don't know why I was afraid to come
My
here.
dear, I don't
Just
know
shut
what
up.
Isso
You
aí.
enslaved us for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line. And we couldn't say a word about it because of these damn ribbons. But you know what? Now it's
Ah, é.
my
A
turn to
Vivian
talk.
morreu, agora elas estão
I
livres.
found Vivian's body. Did you kill her?
Não, ela
Did
se
he?
matou.
Sheriff, this is highly irregular.
Be quiet.
We need to establish some order here.
Ela queria que vocês
Vivian
se
wanted you
libertassem.
freed from the ribbons. She took her own life.
Exatamente. Eu
I'm
sei lá
sorry,
se ele queria.
I don't think
Nerissa. My name is Nerissa.
It's okay, my dear. It's going to be just...
He ordered them dead. This fucker. Faith and
Yoo-hoo.
Lily.
That's a lie.
I was in the goddamn room when he did it. Faith and Lily are dead because of you. The only two people who ever gave a damn about me. And now I can finally say,
O quê?
you're an asshole. And I hope you rot at the bottom of the witching well for what you did.
Bom, isso
This
confirma.
just confirms it.
He
Exatamente.
made Georgie do it. It was always him. Georgie would have never done anything without his say-so. Ever.
You're going to
só?
take the word of a
At least
stupid...
Eu tô
5 other
ganhando a
girls will back
multidão,
me up
né?
on
Não a
this.
multidão, a
We
galera.
all heard you say it.
Did you now?
Looks like we found our evidence.
She saw
Ufa.
it firsthand.
He's
Ai,
guilty.
essa Bela é tão
Good enough for
estranha.
me.
Me too.
So that's it, right?
Calm down the witching well. Nah, that's too fucking easy for a crook like that.
What do you mean?
Eu
He's
concordo.
gotta pay for what he
Também
did.
acho.
Listen to yourselves!
You're all rats. fleeing from one sinking ship
Gente,
to
o
the
que é
next.
esse olho, cara?
So quick to latch onto whatever will keep your miserable lives afloat. This is how you want to
Eu acho
repay
que tinha
all
que
I've
prender
done
as
for
mãos
you?
dele pra trás, não é
What,
por
you
nada
take
não.
2 people's lives away and now you want mercy?
You know we can't let you go free after this.
Wait!
O que
What
você
did you
esperava?
expect to happen here? You're getting what you deserve.
Exatamente.
Well done then.
Now, for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty. I know that, but we don't have to kill anybody. We can imprison him. Lock him up forever. Somewhere he can never hurt anyone again.
How can we be sure he won't escape?
I can help.
Cara.
We'll use magic.
That's
I
not
assure
good
you.
enough.
There will be
has a
more
point.
if he isn't
Hasn't
stopped.
there been
I
enough
don't get
bloodshed
it.
So we get rid of him.
I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. Vocês
Listen
querem
up.
postar quanto que sou eu que vou ter que escolher, cara?
Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment. So I think
This is going nowhere.
someone needs to make a decision.
Who?
I hope you aren't suggesting yourself.
Devemos votar.
We should have a vote. Make it
E eu
democratic.
aposto que vai ficar de uma
Do you
forma
really
que
think that's going to work?
só eu
He's
consiga
right.
decidir.
Nobody can agree on anything.
What about Bigby?
What about him?
He was appointed. He's the only official representative, really. He
No.
should be the judge.
Não,
That makes sense to me.
não, pra mim não.
Okay.
Eu não concordo.
Are you sure? This isn't how
It's what the people want, Miss White.
Ai, people
Okay.
retardado.
Mr. Wolf, it's your call.
Snow.
Just
Viu, galera?
do what you think
Viu
is
o que
right.
acontece?
Yes, Sheriff. Do what you think is right.
Teach him a fucking lesson.
No.
He has to
We
die.
can lock him
Just
away.
fucking get rid of him.
Not this way.
Por essa eu não esperava. Bom, galera, é isso aí. É neste clima de incerteza e desespero que eu deixo vocês hoje. Nos vemos em breve. Abraço.